Okay, I hope this is recording well. Good day, weekend class. More specifically, Jack 4. Okay, due to some circumstances, no, I've enrolled in a review center, so I won't be able to meet you on the last parts atong finals. So I will be just recording our lessons now to compensate, no? Asynchronous learning na sa takaron. So I hope nga okay ra mo. Okay, let's begin. So, in continuation, in our Jack 4 subject, so this is our next topic after standard deviation and variance. So, correlation ata. So, I think familiar naman because naani siya sa senior high, grade 11, grade 12. But for those nga nakalimot or still, first time pa nila na encounter ning a word or concept, no? So, what is correlation? So, it's a way of measuring how two things are connected. So, pwede na ito i-break down si correlation, no, into two words. Co is pair, so duha, and then relation is relationship. So, what are the relationship of the two things that we are trying to assess? And if na ba sila relationship, no, what type of relationship? How strong and in what direction? Now, key ideas to remember, correlation does not mean nga cause and effect na din siya. Just because they have a relationship does not mean nga mao na siya ang cause and effect. For cause and effect, that is regression if you want to measure. But correlation, it only measures the relationship, not the cause and effect. So the strength of correlation tells how close they are, no? Strong ba ang relationship or weak. And then direction is if either positive ba siya or negative. So there are three types of correlation, no? Speaking of positives and negatives. So positive correlation is when one variable increases, the other also increases. So if mo taas si X, mo taas si Y. If mo gamay si X, mo gamay po si Y. Because the two variables, same ang direction nila. Taas-taas, gamay-gamay. A prime example of this is height and weight. So taller people tend to weigh more because height is contributor sa weight. But it does not necessarily mean nga si height na ang cause sa pag-increase sa weight. There are other factors, di ba? Such as eating habits or maybe a sedentary lifestyle. So even though na relationship si height and si weight, no, makakontribute si height. If mo taas si height, mo taas si weight, it does not mean nga si height na gyud ang cause and effect na rin sa pag-increase sa weight. Okay, gets ra si positive. If mo taas ang isa ka variable, mo taas pod si other variable. Now, let's move on to negative correlation. So when one variable increases, the other decreases. So if mo taas si X, mo baba si Y. Or iyahang opposite. Mo baba si X, mo taas si Y. But not necessarily kay negative man, no? Murag bad na din ang result. Negative correlation means opposite lang ang direction sa two variables. An example here is speed of a car and travel time. The faster you drive, the less time it takes. So for example, from Valencia to Malaybalay, nag-drive ka. So if mas paspas imong dagan, mas less time gyud ka. Less time it takes no para makadulong ka sa malay-balay. So it does not mean nga negative ang or bad ang result if negative ang ato ang correlation. It just means na opposite ang direction sa atong duha ka variables. Lastly, zero or no correlation. So wala sila'y relationship at all. When changes in one variable do not affect the other. Example here is shoe size and intelligence. So dili man makapabright kung dako ka or gamay og sukurog tiil. So no relationship at all. Examples of variables with possible correlation. This one. Does higher education lead to a higher income? Yes. So mas taas yun. Because higher education means more opportunities. So if taas atong education, then taas din ang income. What type of relationship is that? If ni taas si kani nga variable, then ni taas pud si kani nga variable. So what type of relationship is that? That is a positive correlation. Kay ni taas si X, ni taas pud si Y. So next one, number 2. Is there a relationship between car speed and travel time? Okay, balik na siya, no? So this is a negative correlation because if mo taas si speed, mo less ang time it takes to travel. So one way of presenting correlation, if you're wondering, no, what correlation looks like, it's a scatter plot. It's a type of graph that shows how two variables are related to each other. So suppose we have this one. No? We have two variables, Excel knowledge score and salary. Okay, let's find this one first. So 2 and then in between 200 and 400. So kanina siya. 2 and 250K. So suppose this Excel knowledge score is how competent you are at using Excel. And then suppose na this is a yearly salary, kumbaga. So si 2 and 250, kanina siya. So next, yung tapad nag-increase. So I think this is kani. 3 and 297. And then if i-plot na to tanan, ang pairs ng variables, it would look like this in the end. So as you can notice, no, upward ang trend or direction niya. Because when we plot out the graph, no, if gamay atong knowledge score, gamay po atong salary. And then, check out dere. If taas ang knowledge score, taas po atong salary. So this means that there is a positive correlation. Visually, no, if makakita tag murag upward nga trend sa ato ang scatter plot, it means that there is a possible positive correlation. Next, do more absences lead to lower grades? And then suppose, no, we check by attendance and we pair it with their grades. So this one, number of absences and grades in tabular form, then expressed into scatter plot. So if we go back, there is atong tabular form, gadako ang atong absent, gagamay ang atong grades. And then if we reflect on our scatter plot, paubos na dayon ang iyang trend as compared to the previous one, which is pataas. Now, if gadako ang isa, gagamay ang isa, that is a negative correlation. So this means that there's a possible negative correlation. So this is what a possible negative correlation looks like. No? Downward ang trend niya. Because if si X ga increase, si Y ga decrease. So negative ang direction sa opposite, ang direction sa duha. Okay, third one. Does more ice cream sold lead to more new chicken eggs on farm? Does not make sense at all. No? Nganong managhan lugar ang chicken eggs nga kung daghan kag mas sold nga ice cream. And if i-try tanig plot, so it does not make sense at all. No? Wala tayo makita nga upward or downward nga trend. So if ang atong scatter plot is katag-katag lang siya, it means that there is no correlation between the two variables. So here's the summary of the visualization of correlation using scatter plot. If upward siya, then there is a possible positive correlation. If downward, there is a possible negative correlation. If nag-scatter lang yun siya, wala siya trend, then there is no correlation. Okay, formula for Pearson's correlation coefficient. So sometimes correlation is called Pearson R because si Pearson ang nag-invent ani nga statistical tool. So here is the formula for Pearson R. Let's pause for a while to look at the formula. So let's break down the variables given. So the n here is the number of pairs sa ato ang two variables nga gina-compare. Next, x and y. X and y are the two variables that are being compared. So here is the interpretation of R. Because when we're solving for Pearson R or correlation, our answers always revolve sa negative 1 ra gina o positive 1. If mula pa sa tong answer, that means nga na ay something wrong during our calculation. Our answers should revolve from negative 1 to positive 1 ra gyud. Dili na siya mulapas ana. So what are the interpretations di ay ani? So if plus 1 ta or minus 1, that means the correlation or the relationship is perfect. So if plus 1 siya, it means there is a positive perfect correlation. If minus 1 siya, that means there is a negative perfect correlation. So if our answers are closer to 1, it means the stronger the relationship. If closer siya sa 0, it means nga weaker ang iyahang relationship. So those are the key points. The closer to 1, the stronger. The closer to 0, the weaker the relationship. And again, correlation is not causation. No? Just because they have a relationship does not mean nga cause and effect na din siya. So another example. Ice cream sales and sunburns both rise in summer, but ice cream doesn't cause sunburns. Okay, let's do solving na. So example 1, a fitness coach wants to find out if there's a relationship between the number of hours a person exercises per week and their resting heart rate in BPM. The data from several individuals are shown below. So here is the number of hours of exercises per week and their heart rate. More specifically, resting heart rate. So based on the table, if atong tanawon, Ala, no? Hours of exercises, ga increase siya. And then there is from 82 down to 66. If you can notice the trend, ga increase dire, while ga increase si left, ga decrease si right. So what type of relationship is that? Or what possible relationship could this be? Okay, so this is a possible no, a negative relationship. But we cannot confirm yet. We have to calculate, no? To prove. But posible gid siya. Because we can clearly see a trend nga if mo increase the hours of exercise, mo decrease the heart rate. So let's try and put this table in a scatter plot. Okay, this one. So we can clearly see that there's a downward trend. So taas gyud siya possibility nga negative correlation siya. Okay, so let's solve for the Pearson R. So we can prove whether naa ba siya negative gyud nga correlation. So si number of hours, we set it as X, and then resting heart rate, we set it as Y. Next, ato lang nang ginambiran ang pairs of X and Y. So 1 to 8. So there are 8 pairs in total. So the N in our Pearson R is 8 because 8 sila ka pairs in total. So highlighted by red. And then next, since our last row, there is a summation symbol, kuhaan na tog sum ni tanan ang each columns na to. So si X, kuhaan tog sum, si Y, si XY, si X squared, si Y squared. So the sum of X, so 2 plus 3 padulong 11, that is 53. The sum of Y, 82 plus 75 padulong 66, that is 579. Once we're done taking the sum of the two columns, let's move to X and Y, or XY. So XY means multiplication. So that is just X times Y. If X is 2, Y is 82, X times Y, that is 164. So we just continue the pattern. So 3 times 75, so on and so forth until 11 times 66. After we're done multiplying, kuha na po nato siya sum. So, add na po ni siya tanan. And it should result 3715. Next, x squared. So, if x is 2, x squared is 4. And then, continue up until 11. And we should have these numbers. So, same as xy, we get the sum again. So, 4 plus 25 up until 121, that is 425. Next, y squared. So, if y is 82, y squared is 82 times 82, or 6724. Then we continue the pattern. If y is 3, y squared is, oh no, if y is 75, y squared is 5625. And then, same as x squared, kuhaan na po nato siya sum. So that would be 42131. So once na-fill na to ang table, we now have the necessary information, no, or necessary data to solve for Pearson R. So the necessary data are these numbers nga naka-highlight o red. So let's transfer this one into a cleaner slide. So here are the highlighted numbers. So si n is 8, the sum ni x is 53, so on and so forth. So let's go back to the formula. N times, parenthesis is times, n times the sum of xy. Sum of xy is 3715 minus sum of x, sum of y. So it's just a matter of plugging in the values. Okay, so if we plug in all of the given values, it should look like this. So n is 8, dere, sum of xy, 3715, minus sum of x, that is 53, times sum of y, that is 579, over the square root. Do not forget the square root symbol na under ni silang tanan ang nasa denominator. So naka-bracket siya. So this side is i-multiply na to kang this side. So n times sum of x squared, that is 8 times 425. So n is 8, sum of x is 425, minus the sum of normal nga x, which is normal nga sum of x is 53, quantity squared. So 53 squared times na yun. So atong i-multiply diri nga group. So n is 8 again. Sum of y squared, that is 42131, minus the sum of normal nga y, which is 579, quantity squared. So 579 squared. And then it's just a matter of multiplication na lang dayon. And then divide then in the end. So let's break down this very long equation, no? Very long calculation. Okay. So 8 times 3715, that is 29720. 53 times 579, it's this part. 8 times 425, that is 3,400. 53 squared, that is 2809. 8 times 42131, it's this one. 579 squared, it's this one. So again, gubot pa kay siya. So let's make it smaller. So 29720 minus this one, it's negative 967. 34 minus 28, that is this one, 591. 337048 minus this one, it's 1807. Okay. So sa denominators, by rule of PEMDAS, so we have to multiply the denominator first, kani, until it's just a single set of numbers. Now, 591 times 1807, that is 1067937. So we can now divide na largo. So negative 967 divided by square root of 1067937, that is equal to negative, since negative man ang numerator, 0.93574, or if we round off into two decimal places lang, that is 0.94. So, as I've said before, no, maglibot-libot ra gid sa negative 2, positive 1 ang ato ang Pearson R nga value. So let's go back to interpretations of R. Aha man ni na belong si 0.94. So it should belong on this part kang plus minus 0.9 to 0.99. So which means, it means nga there's a very strong negative correlation because negative man ang ato ang R value between the number of hours a person exercises per week and the resting heart rate. Okay, so I hope kuha ra ang lesson. So medyo taas ko siya steps, no? Especially the table nga part. Okay, so there's another method, no? Another way in solving correlation. Actually, you can solve correlation using Excel. So let me show you how to solve, no? So when solving manually, no, you can try and let Excel solve it for you para natay guide, no, sa tong final answer when solving for Pearson R. So let's go back to the first example and let's copy this table and transfer sa Excel. So let's open Excel. Okay. Then let's paste. So to solve for Pearson R using Excel, so we just select data and then data analysis. And then we find correlation. Tara. So we select correlation. Since naka-column man ang format sa atong table, we select columns. And since na-label ang atong first row, we check labels in first row. Then input range. So select lang si arrow, then select tanan ato ang table nga gi-transfer. Then click back and hit OK. So here, this is the Excel nga method. So dali ra kay di ba? Copy paste ra, largo ra dayon. So let's highlight it with yellow. So tara ang atong answer. 0.93574. So same sa ato ang manual calculation, which is this one. So same ra sila. So when solving manually, no, for practice sake, no, it's best nga you can also use this technique, no, for guide para kabalutan sa atong final answer. Okay, hope this helps, no? This is a great method when we're manually solving for Pearson R. It's a great way for practice since natay guide mo sa atong final answer. And with that, no, let's have an activity. Okay, this one. So, mag-message ako sa group chat regarding when ang deadline ani. But you have to solve for this one, no? This is your activity. So after watching the entire video, no, answer this one and then I'll send sa GC lang kano sa ang deadline ani. So I'll give you some time, no, para screenshot. Maybe pause the video. So this one, no, you can also input this in Excel, no, and copy what I did. Then once you copy what I did, no, using Excel, makita ra largo ang answer dito. Then you have a guide na dayon, no, sa atong final answer when solving manually. So this is the end of our topic regarding correlation. So uh, I'll announce later na kung when ang deadline ani. So that's it, no? Goodbye.